We need to talk about this Prismatic Evolutions Super Premium collection. Honestly, it's really wild when you take a step back and look at it. And on one hand, I totally understand where people are coming from and why some people would do this. But at the same time, it seems absolutely insane. So I want to get your guys' perspective. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of this situation, because it's honestly kind of wild. And let's just jump straight into it. So what I'm talking about is, if you're not familiar, the Prismatic Evolution Super Premium collection, it just released on Friday. And so what we are seeing, and TCG Player is actually what got me alerted to this, because when you go on TCG Player, the listings for the product, people will sell like this, no packs, right? Or they'll sell sleeves only, or whatever the thing is. And it's really annoying on TCG Player. So I also hopped on eBay because I wanted to see what they were selling for on eBay. And this is what we're seeing. We're seeing people, in some cases, not all, okay, but in some cases, most recent sale, paying well over MSRP for the empty box. Well, it's not empty, for the box with no packs. Okay, so this one has everything except for the packs. So they're getting the promo, the playmat, the box itself, the sleeves, and the deck box. And here's the thing. This is a nice looking box. This is a nice looking collector's item. The box itself is shiny. It's cool to look at. The promo is great. I like all of the playmat's really nice. The sleeves are really nice. I like it. I'm here for it. I totally understand. It's from a great set. Sealed wise, the box is going to perform very well long term, right? There's not a question in my mind. I love it. Okay, but the fact that people are so ravenous for this product, they're so like frothing at the mouth, just trying to get it immediately, and have a little bit of patience, guys. These are going to come down, especially if you're looking at just empty boxes. But people are buying empty, not empty boxes. Boxes without packs. Sorry, I'm a little, there's a little bit of workup about this. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think. But the MSRP is $89.99. This just came out on Friday, the official release. So these are the first ones that are hitting the market as far as this goes, right? And we'll talk about the pricing of the promo, and we'll talk about everything in a second as well. We're going to break it down more and kind of understand why it kind of does make sense from a certain perspective, right? So I do get it. So this one does have the promo, but they paid over $100 shipped for this with no packs, right? And then this one has no promo, but it sold for $60 with shipping. So it's a little wild. It's a head scratcher, but it kind of makes sense a little bit. So, because people want that playmat, they want the sleeves, they want the deck box. I totally get it. And the box itself is a nice display piece. I do understand, right? But I mean, just look at some of these other sales. You got $90 down here, $90 down here. So, you know, if you were able to get this at MSRP, you know, that $89.99, and I get if you're selling on eBay or wherever you're selling, you are going to lose some money due to fees. But you can, if you just wanted the packs, you can essentially recoup a lot of your money, or in certain cases, all of your money ish, plus or minus a little bit, just for selling the other stuff. And you can keep the packs for yourself. So that is something that is, if you were able to get the product, I get it. Sell it now, right? While prices are at their highest for the accessories, essentially. Go for it. I don't blame anyone for selling it. I'm just saying people who are buying at this prices, I think, are a little bit wild. So that's what we're seeing. And then this is the Pokemon Center website, right? $89.99 is the MSRP. It's hard to find, right? I have not personally been able to get a single box at MSRP. I have been trying for pre-orders, for drops everywhere. I just haven't been able to hit. And we were hoping last week, and I made a few videos talking about this, that we were hopefully going to see this product drop on release date last week, Friday. We didn't see that. There was a security check that went in place on Thursday. So we thought that maybe that was in preparation for a drop. I do remain optimistic that they will drop this again on Pokemon Center, and I do genuinely believe that that is your best chance to get it, is Pokemon Center. And the reason is because their queue, apparently they're upping the security on the queue to hopefully eliminate bots. Now, obviously, skeptically that could backfire, and bots sometimes they find a backdoor in and all this stuff, right? However, with the success of the more recent drops, I know people have been erroring out and stuff like that. But overall, black and white, when the ETBs dropped, they were up for 5.5 hours. People were able to get through the queue for the most part. And if you weren't able, like, I'm very sorry, the frustration is real. But most people were able to get through the queue and secure some products. So I just want to secure like one box at MSRP is like just all I'm hoping for. So hopefully we could have a drop. It could be happening right now while you're watching this video. It could be happening today. Maybe it doesn't happen this week, but Pokemon Center has been keeping everyone on their toes. So it could be dropping this week. We don't know, right? That's the thing. They've been mixing things up left and right. So just with how the people just want the accessories so bad, and for me, I'm not currently looking to pay the current market price for this box currently. So MSRP is the play. So hopefully Pokemon Center drops something soon, which does bring us to the sponsor of today's video, which is PokeNotify. PokeNotify is a Discord server with alerts. It's an alert notification system, essentially. And it doesn't just track Pokemon Center, right? It tracks your Best Buy, Walmart, Target, any retailer that is dropping product. You can get a notification. You set it up for what notifications you want sent directly to your phone as soon as the product goes live. For example, with the Pokemon Center, they'll say queue's going up and you can get in the queue. Here's the link, all of that. So PokeNotify is how I've had the best chance at getting the Pokemon Center drops. It's just, that's true. That's what I use. That's why it is something that I do believe in promoting on the channel, right? Because it is a service that I personally use. And while I haven't been able to hit the Prismatic Super Premium collection as of yet, I have hit many other products using the service. So it is something that it has been very beneficial. And not just that, like Target, other random drops as well. I have had some good success. So this is a paid service. There is a free 3-day trial if you guys want to check it out. And it's more than just an alert service. They do have a whole... they support all of these regions. They have a whole buy, sell, trade. It's a whole community as well. You also get tier 1 access to Pokélytics. It's $8 a month with the free 3-day trial. There is a discount code in the description and a link. So click that link and you guys can try it out. You don't have to take my word for it though. They do have a ton of reviews that you guys can check out as well from people who use the service. There's a whole success channel, so you can see people post in there when they hit product and stuff like that. So if you want to check out PokeNotify, it's what I use. I keep an eye on for those Pokemon Center and other drops moving forward. But let's get back to the Super Premium collection just for a second. Now, we have seen the secondary market drop as far as pricing goes. And, something else that happened too was we did see on May 16th, the TCG player sale as well. So there was a 10% back, but you can see, look how many sold, 514 sold on May 16th. These have continued to drop in the past month. Obviously pre-release prices were very high. But we're down into around the $230 mark, which is obviously still very expensive considering the MSRP, right? Here's where you can see, this is what got me looking at the other stuff. You can see box plus accessories, open box, $65, right? You go to look at the listings and you can't even find the whole first page. It's hard to find just it's just littered with the boxes and the accessories, right? So that's what led me to check out how much people are paying for the empty boxes. But I keep saying empty. I do apologize. They're not empty, just no packs. Okay, so $230 is kind of where we're seeing them come down to, at least on TCG Player. Now, the promo, we're seeing kind of around 37 to 40, and there's not really a ton listed on TCG Player yet either. It is a nice looking promo. Lowest currently is around 37 with $2 shipping, so kind of around 40-ish, honestly, which does match the most recent sale. I would expect that the promo will go down over time, right? More people will open the boxes, more promos will hit the market. So I would expect the promo to decline and the accessories as well. So if you're not going to pick up the whole thing and you just want the accessories, I would advise probably just to wait. Just to wait a while. This is typically what we see. They're going to come down as more people get their hands on them and these roll out into the market. So just keep that in mind as well, right? So that's why I would just wait the whole thing. Anyways, so, but when it comes to the value, that is the current value that we're seeing. And like I said, this promo hasn't been out for very long. And then on the eBay side, we are seeing pretty much the same pricing, 220, 230-ish for sealed boxes. So that part is lining up. TCG Player and eBay are actually aligned on their pricing. Sometimes there's a little bit of a disparity one way or the other. But with this product being so popular, the market is like very much neck and neck and about the same. So 220, 230, current secondary market for a $90 box. Now, if we do the math on the per pack price, this is the current market price per pack that we're seeing for Prismatic, $12. It has come down quite a bit. It was closer to 14 not that long ago. But if you do the math, 12 times 15 is 180. So inherently you're getting $180 of pack value out of this box. And then at least with the current market value, a $40 promo. So you're at 220. So the market price essentially covers the promo and the pack and the packs currently, and the other stuff kind of becomes free if you want to look at it that way for the secondary market. So that does kind of dictate the pricing. It does kind of make sense when it comes to that. However, like I said, that promo is probably going to come down in value. That's usually what we see. It should come down pretty heavily. I don't know to what extent, because obviously the demand is very high for this set. But yeah, so pack prices down around 10.6% just in the past month. So that's kind of what we're seeing from Prismatic, but obviously the demand is there. It's a very hyped up set. And the set's it's gonna continue to do well. Singles, as far as singles, for example, we'll just talk about this for a second. The Umbreon is continuing to drop in price to the lowest we've seen. Down almost 20% in the past 3 months. So singles from this set are becoming a lot more available, a lot more affordable. You can see the quantity. There's 58 copies. This is a very difficult card to pull, by the way. It's around 2,000 packs-ish. And there was some people who spent a lot more than that opening enough packs just to pull this. So 2,000 times 12, yeah, $24,000 you'd have to spend to pull this card on average, plus or minus. Obviously, you can get luckier, or you can be even more unlucky to pull this card. So most recent sale at 1,100, so it's definitely dropped quite a bit from its high of 1,600. And for the most part, this is what we're seeing across the set, with some exceptions depending on the cards that you're looking at. Some have held up better than others. Some have risen more recently, and some have dropped. So it really does depend, but kind of overall, this does match the vibe that we're getting for Prismatic overall. Now, there are some other products that are doing well, and this is one that's been doing more well recently. So the PC ETB, Pokemon Center ETB, we had another drop of these. If you missed it, they dropped more, and it dropped the price down from $330 all the way down to $230. So we saw $100 drop in the box, and now we're finally starting to see it start to move back up from a low of $230 up to around $280, $287, right? So these are starting to come back up in value already, pretty massively. And you can see the biggest amount of sales was on that TCG Player sale date of May 16th. You can see 44 items sold, listed median price at $360. So PC ETBs are going to continue to be on the rise. They're really not that far away from getting back to $330. Once again, I don't know how long it's going to take for this to get back to that price. We'll see. But yeah, it was interesting that they dropped additional Pokemon Center ETBs. But they did say there was a Q&A section on the listing for PCETBs, because they didn't drop them when we thought they were going to on release date either. They did say they would be coming later, and true enough, they did come later. So that information was actually available to us publicly. So, that happened and did make sense as far as the PCETBs go. Now, obviously, you could see, they were pretty steadily above 300 for quite a while before that recent drop. So starting the uptick, I don't know how long it's going to take for these to get back up to that price, but that's currently what we're seeing for on the PC ETB side. And then just another example, I just wanted to talk about another product that you kind of can see where the accessories sell at. Binder collections are around $60 sealed. And you can see, actually, if we go like this, you can see last solds for just the binders. Like this is something you see pretty commonly. $17, 14, as low as 10, 15. So some paying 22. So the pricing can vary, but people will buy the accessories, the binder only, which once again is actually a nice looking binder too. So I do understand that, but that starts to look a lot more reasonable, especially 10 or $12 for the binder. I totally get that. Like, buy the binder. Like, I don't care that people buy the accessories. And I don't blame anyone for buying the accessories. The deck box and all of that stuff is cool. I would just wait a little bit longer. So let me know if you guys agree or disagree, or what your general thoughts are on just kind of how crazy the prismatic demand and hype is. Once again, I have to remain optimistic that I don't know if it's going to be this week, but I'm going to remain optimistic that we're going to get more super premium collections dropping on Pokemon Center. Pokemon Center is just where I've had my best luck getting some product in one box. At this point, with this market, I'd be happy with one box at MSRP. I wouldn't even open it. It's just, everything's too crazy and too expensive. I'll keep it sealed, but at least I'll feel good knowing that, I got a box at MSRP. I had to work hard for it. I had to be very vigilant and get in that queue and wait and go through all of the hassle, right? And not everyone has that time available to them as well. So I do acknowledge the frustration there for some, but that's just the current reality of the market that we're in. So that's all I have for you guys in this one. Just thought it was interesting. It kind of just got a little spark going of prismatic talk today. So a little bit different style of video, but I do think it is worth talking about and worth noting. I do think everyone should be aware of kind of what's happening. And also too, if you have those, if you didn't care about the other stuff in the box and you got one and you just open the packs, try and sell them right now while it's hot. So you guys can get some of that money back if you got them at MSRP. So that also makes people aware that people are paying those prices. So, it can help you out as well. So hopefully that information was valuable to some people. But that's all I have for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. And remember, it was never a phase.